What's up guys, Eternal here, and today I'm gonna show you how to play Lux support. I'll be playing with Kai'Sa against Renata and Jhin. Let's go with this. And E first. So I'm playing with Arcane Comet. There's another option, there's Dark Harvest, but it's for more experienced Lux players, and generally I recommend that for the mid lane. For support, Arcane Comet seems the best because it's more impactful, especially on the lane. So that's why. Then there's Mana Flow Band, which grants mana, Transcendence for ability haste, so you get lower cooldowns on abilities. This is for additional damage, and some biscuits that restore health and mana to sustain the laning phase, and some item haste with Summoner Spell haste. That makes a difference. You can play Precision secondary runes with Presence of Mind, or Domination secondary runes with Chip Shot and Ultimate Hunter, whatever you prefer. This is the most stable rune page that is for the best experience on the lane. Alright, so there's E. It creates a zone that slows by 25% and reviews the area, so when you press E and land it in this brush, for example, you reveal enemies. If enemies are in this brush, it slows and you detonate that on the second E cast. And you should cast E, especially if your enemy is going for the last hit, because for that duration the enemy stays in one place. And it's best to hit level 2 before enemies. Okay, and then there's Q, it roots up to 2 enemies within. Usually like support is stronger into matchups where they don't have such range. Right now I'm focused on outpushing a bit. There's this passive. If you affect the enemy with your ability, your enemy will get illuminated, and then you can consume this illumination with basic attack to deal additional damage that scales with magic damage. That scales with ability power. Okay, she's dead. See, it can be surprising, like Lux burst is huge. Even if the lane started pretty hard for us, one good Q cast and we are back in the game. Got him, although not in range. I would take the damage from a turret. But yeah, should be easier on the lane now. Managed to hit him. If you can, you should trigger the passive and then apply the passive with another spell, so like you can E also, Q also. W is a shield that you can cast and shield your allies and yourself. And I could have used my shield, of course, when Kai'Sa got hit by the turret. Yeah, I like biscuits because you get mana. Later with items you don't have to worry about mana, but early it makes a difference. Gonna get rid of that. Okay, and there's Viego. You wanna max E, because the slow of this ability scales with level. Bye. Lux is good with Kai'Sa because she applies Q, which just adds up to Kai'Sa's passive stacks, since it's an immobilizing effect. Alright, with your Q sometimes you can surprise your enemies by casting Q through one minion, and then it will hit a single target. Sometimes when your ADC is about to last hit minion, you can also Q. Sometimes it works to surprise your enemy. And even with support items, the best way to play Lux support is actually going AP, because her shield scales with ability power, so it makes sense. Let's switch already. I'm gonna poke them and get my warding item. After Emax, the next ability that you want to max is Q.
An enemy has been slain.
Right now there's the minion wave, so we don't wanna fight them. And if you are being pushed, you can just E like into this bush to check if there's an enemy jungler camping. See, now it's 35%, the slow it was 30%, and 25% at first rank of this ability, I believe. You can pretty much zone your targets.
Stand stalwart by creation.
I misplayed this because I used Q and missed, and sometimes just having the Q pressures your enemy into not engaging, and if you just risk it and miss, then you're vulnerable. Sometimes you can just use Q to protect your ally or yourself, since it roots.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, Viego is dead.
Rampage.
And got another target. And there's ult. Triple for Lux support. Since we are going AP, it's alright, it's not a waste because you're gonna do the damage. It's just important to remember about your ADC, that even if you go full AP Lux, you can still protect with the shield, or just stay close to your ADC to actually root with Q or the slow. Basically you can peel, so of course you can be just focused on deleting targets, but you can also keep in mind about ADC since you're playing support still. Nice. And the shield, see, it returns, keeping the same amount. It grants the same shield on its return. You can risk it with Q if you're far enough.
Bound by duty, sworn to shine.
You inspire me.
If you're really ahead, you can just come closer and apply pressure to your enemies. I didn't expect to get hit, that was a weird hitbox.
An enemy has been slain.
Wha-
May your remnants serve a greater purpose.
Okay, I have no range, I'm just going back. Your ult, well, it deals magic damage to all enemies in a line, so everything that gets hit with this hitbox, and it has huge range, so you can snipe, sometimes you can roam,
An ally has been slain.
and
An enemy has been slain.
get rid of an enemy mid laner. I don't know how Kai'Sa died here.
Dark matter
An
may
enemy
bind
has
the
been
universe
slain.
together, but we of the court shepherd the light between.
Wow, I'm 7-0 already.
The cosmos spins with delicate complexities.
These minions would die anyway, so I just last hit.
Shut down.
All control. Just not coming closer, that means Viego wasn't around.
Creation, destruction, constant opposition.
Wow, half HP. But yeah, now it's time to apply the pressure. And I dealt quite a lot, as you can see. It's alright.
Primordial detonation. Space shimmers in its infinity. Distortion erupt. The vastness of space leaves much.
Oh, if Kai'Sa hit Jhin, I would ult.
Now that is what I want to see.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Okay, he's dead.
An enemy has been slain.
That's one.
An enemy has
Bye.
been slain.
Wow, every attempt of Viego ganking ends up like this.
Two down. Stardust.
So yeah, Lux support is fun and definitely worth playing. I also recommend her on the mid lane. It's a good thing that even if you get out of field, you can play her on secondary role. But she's popular. Okay, he got the flash.
The universe has suffered enough darkness.
Oh, I think you didn't have to heal, but nice.
Celestial burst.
He got mad. So as for the combo,
Bring space-time to my will.
usually it's something like QE ultimate. Just remember to trigger second E cast before your ult.
Oblivion. Only resist its endless call.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Actually it depends, because if you don't really have to build an hourglass early,
Rampage.
when you're so ahead you can just go straight for Horizon Focus. And if there are many champions dependent, reliant on healing, then you build this item to reduce the healing. I usually play with Ignite. You can play with Barrier.
I cannot deny the darkness in my
Ignite, Barrier, or
but I will not let it
Exhaust.
control me.
if your ally is going Exhaust, you can go heal.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Stand stalwart by creation.
Four.
Yes. Mortals invent
We're gonna pressure bot.
yet they refuse to
Unstoppable.
acknowledge the darkness in between.
That was an overkill. Like I didn't even trigger E since I already cast it out. Bye.
May your remnants serve a greater purpose. I reject the inevitability of
Oops. And that's it guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you learned something about Lux.
Victory!
And if you did, then you can like, subscribe, and also tell me in the comments what do you think. And you can check out my other gameplays and guides with Lux and other champions. See you next time.